everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Giants going up against the Seahawks. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 38 yards. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's a first down run with Collins. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Wilson on second down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will be good. Off the right, upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Now it's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, jumping over. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. To throw on 2nd down is Savage. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Savage. It's caught. Shepard. And he's brought down after a good gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A good pickup there, 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Savage now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we go. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, Savage. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Back to the air. Savage on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. The fullback dive held up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. After the interception, here's Savage. He's got time. He's going to sling this deep down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Wilson finding time. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play fake. Now Savage going up top. Looking for his receiver Sharp, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On second down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tavon Austin, 48 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Washington from the Wildcat. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we come upon, well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football, because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone.
There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 69 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And the wideout in motion. On second down, here's Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down throw coming. Savage over the middle to Beckham. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Back to throw, Savage, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down is Savage. Serves pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake, and it's Savage. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now inside the red zone, Savage. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And back to the air. Savage. Take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 17 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Austin's got it left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver, 79 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the point after try for Santos. No good, and they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Savage. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down, it's Savage. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll go with a keeper. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm only chuckling because I remember one of my coaches talking about, yeah, well, if you need 2, you better get 2. If you only get 1, that's not a successful play, and that's what they got.
Yeah, tried the sneak for 2. We know that can be tough. It showed tough there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go. It's Gurley. And some room to roam now. He won't go down. Touchdown, Giants. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd down following the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tavon Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense maybe nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. To throw on second down is Savage. It's hauled in by Shepard. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Here is Savage. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On second down, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Savage. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now it's Savage. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Savage. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Savage now to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, it's Savage. And he's got his man on the out route. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yes.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now it's Savage. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on that. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.